What doesn't change anything? But I love you.
Good on your knees.
On my knees. I really love you. Kneeling down does not show that I love you. I love you, and that is love for you. I have the new love. Please calm down. People are here. People are watching us. People are watching. I really love you from the depth of my heart. I want to show it. It is not by kneeling down. If I kneel down, this is not love anymore. I don't. That is not love. Please, I love you. We have been doing this. We have been in a relationship for more than 5 years, and you should know I really love you.
Ojua, what doing at all is what doing well. So kneel down and engage her.
Kneeling down makes no. If that is to show that I love her, that is not love. I really love you for all this. But if I'm going to take you to church, am I going to kneel down to? Will pastor tell me to kneel down to give you wedding ring? Please accept my love. I have sincere love from inside. That is not embarrassment. I really love you. Please get the ring. Please, you are doing this. Please. Not be until I kneel down to show say I love you. You know say I love you.
What are you saying? You are proposing to me. You are standing down. You are telling that show me. Which type of love? Tell me this name you're talking about. Okay? Don't touch me. Don't do me like that. Are you touching me?
No.
What's all this? Call me from far distance and come to start embarrassing me. You're engaging me and you're not really down. And I don't want someone in me that like I don't understand. What are you trying to say?
If that is love, if kneeling down is love, for me that is not love. I really love you. Please, I follow you this. Please, thank you.
Do not follow me.
The guy is like he praised the guy that he's losing the girl.
Yeah.
So wait. The issue is the fact that he did not kneel down to present the ring. That's the issue.
And the girl takes issue with that.
But the guy is serious, you know, from the looks on his face. I mean, he's serious. Even he went after her when she was leaving.
Yeah, when she was leaving. Now, this is the thing that I want us to start talking about. I think it's a cultural thing. But before we talk about this, okay, we'll come back to this. I want you to watch this video. This is the norm, right? This is the norm. This is how it's supposed to be. You go for a big hotel, you set things up, you know, get a real Now,
the guy did not kneel.
growing up, we've seen everywhere. I mean, we try to find some videos.
But actually, sorry, I'm interrupting.
It's okay.
You noticed something about this last video we watched.
Mm-hmm.
The guy did not ask her to marry him. Sorry, he did not say. You know, when you are going to ask a girl to marry you, you need to go on your knees.
I think it's customary. Yeah, it's customary. It's
customary set up by who? Regulated by who? Set by who? That's my question.
We don't know. But I can tell you from experience and from other videos, there are times where guys propose to ladies and they're not on their knees. For example, some of them are not even present. They will see the ring on something, on a cake or on a gift, and then they will see the ring, and then the guy will then come and ask. It depends on the circumstance, but every female, they always want to see their man, genuflect, on their knees, asking for hand in marriage.
From what this girl said in the video, it is a proof of your love for me if you kneel down.
Not
so
necessarily.
If you don't,
not necessarily.
You don't love me.
It is a formality, but that one act should not prove whether or not the guy loves you or not.
For me, I think it has to do with this thing is a kind of culture, you know.
Yes.
And I believe the people that brought this kind of culture are the Westerners, like we always call them white people, you know. So, for me, if you are trying to copy the Westerners, you have to copy them to the extreme, to the last. majority of people who usually propose to women always go on their knees.
Yes.
I was thinking you were going to play the second video. That's when this guy was saying.
Yeah, the boss himself. I mean, for those of you that don't know him in Africa, he's a big.
Who is he?
He's a big actor in Africa.
Oh.
One of the biggest, most respected, and most revered in Africa. Now he made a statement. You need to listen to that. For me, it's just incredible.
Let me emphasize it. But any young man who gets down on his knees to propose to a girl, not just an idiot, is a blood fool, is a compound of fool. I believe what I'm saying is simple. Why I say we try to copy white people, right? I believe in the sacrosanctity of our culture, the essence, the core of our culture. The white man kneels down to propose to a girl. You know what it means? The girl takes over the family. This is why whenever you salute the right overseas, you are kicked out and you are kicked out. Don't you know that? The young men like you who should ever be charged with your destiny, not everything about the women, that makes you a fool.
So I still don't know
I have lived with my wife for 51 years. Nobody has come to say, please stop between these two women. You need to take care of that United us. That's what I need to do.
we need to make like civilization, but still,
I know you're struggling with the
You don't know the problem, right? But I'm seeing my times when she takes over the girl.
Since you're here, please do us justice.
What did he
Explain that
say?
to us.
He said,
so we can.
if a guy kneels to a woman, he's a fool.
He's a fool.
Why?
This man is a very, very big actor in Africa, and he's the sort of person that is so bold and he got big pride, So this is just the way he talks. You can see after the whole stuff, he started laughing. It's not like sometimes he looks intimidating. Sometimes, when he's talking.
Yeah, that guy.
People
You
get
see
scared
the
of him and all
movies,
that.
crazy.
But for me, I understand where he's coming from. What he's trying to say is like, in our own culture, I'm a Nigerian. In Nigeria. I came from the eastern part of Nigeria, which is called the Igbos. We don't knee. Rather, the women do the kneeling.
When proposing?
Not when proposing. We don't even.
It's more like if I should touch on it, it's more like when it comes to reverence, it's like the woman should give more reverence to the man.
Yes.
Because he's the one that
Yes.
works and he's
Yeah.
the breadwinner, quote unquote.
Not really by being the breadwinner, quote unquote. It's just the culture. It's just the norm, the culture.
Cool.
Like now, on what we call our traditional marriage, when we are doing a traditional marriage, the lady has to go out to look for the husband with
Wine, right?
The
Palm
wine, the palm wine.
Yeah.
On the cup. So when he goes there, he finds the man. He will kneel down on her knees
I've seen in most of the videos and movies here.
to give the man the wine. Then the man drinks, then say, "Oh, yeah, you're my wife." Then they will take her. They'll walk up to the parents and kneel down the parents and give them their blessings.
Yes.
That's how it's been done.
Good. So
what he's actually trying to say is, we are not supposed to be copying these white people because it's not our culture, and that's the reason why the white or the Westerners, I don't really like saying the white people, but white people anyway. Whenever they had a fight, the wife in the house, the wife will send you. The man has to leave the house.
Yes, that is true.
But in our own culture, in Africa,
You can't say that.
You can't leave the woman will leave the house, and not the man will leave the house.
So this is a culture. It's a culture thing.
It's a culture thing.
It's a
But
culture thing.
that whole leaving the house thing, I think
So back home, it's like it's a man's world. Back home,
yeah.
we are in control. The women goes down for us, and not the other way around. So that's what exactly he's saying. And me, I'm not saying like I'm in support of the host is saying 100%. For me, I'm saying if you want to copy anything, you have to do it. What did that guy say? What is worth doing. Is worth doing well. I think that was exactly what he said.
everything that is worth doing is doing
worth
well.
doing
Yeah,
well,
worth
yes,
doing
correct.
well.
Yes.
So if you want to copy this style, you have to do it well.
Do it well, yes.
So I think he needs to go down on his.
I have a
knees.
question. Does reverence and respect, because all that the girl is talking about is you don't respect me. How can you bring me a ring and you're not going down on your knees? Does respect has anything to do with love?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Respect has a lot to do with love, but the thing is that one act should not be a defining factor to whether or not you would
That's
accept it.
the thing now, because
And then hold on, and then culturally, we all know the difference. In Africa, it's not like this, but where I'm from, the men, we go
The
down
Caribbean,
on
right?
we go down on our knees for the ladies. There are times when the ladies, they themselves go on their knees for the guy. So it goes vice versa.
what's the cultural demand? Just like he stated.
So your culture, if
Females will propose to the guy.
really,
Yes.
Really?
It has happened. Yeah.
It's not allowed. Like, is
It
it
is
very
allowed.
commonplace? Like,
You see, for us, there is. I realize there's. Let me tell you, with the Westerners, quote unquote, us white people, and African culture,
Yeah.
I realize there's a lot of dominance being placed on the males.
yeah.
In the Caribbean, it's not that way.
Really?
We do have dominance when
is
there
it
is
a balance or?
Yes, exactly. We do have dominance when it comes to certain responsibilities for the household. But at that point, you're already with the person. You're living with the person. So there's certain responsibilities the guy will take up. You understand?
Okay.
But when it comes to being in love, there's an equality right there. There's an equality. If the girl wants you and wishes to propose, she can. She can.
She go on her knees,
She will
like-
go on her knees and ask you to marry her. It can.
really, that's
No. My question
I'm
is:
not saying
you just said that in Nigeria, this is the customary.
I know.
So I'm finding it rather strange when you guys realize that hey, it happens there, it happens back home. I'm not saying that's where it comes from. It's just that the equality of it all. You understand?
Can we still come down to focus on these two? Okay.
But okay,
This
let's
is a
get back to
relationship.
there. My point is again, him getting on his knees is something that's all females want to do it. They want to see it. They want to see their man get on the knees, and for them, it shouldn't be a point of me saying yes or no to us being married, but it's a point to show that the man is on his knees begging for you to be with him forever. That's the time factor. It's not just for today, tomorrow, or next week.
Oh, something just clicked
It's
in my
something
mind, yeah.
exactly. It's something that you're asking someone to do. It is a life decision. It's a life decision. So when you
I
go
have to
on your
beg-
knees,
I have to beg.
Oh, hey. You say it like it's a begging thing.
You just said.
I
it yourself.
said it looks like it's a begging thing. It shouldn't be a begging thing. You understand? But that's what it gives. Now, hold on. When you go to the church and you go on your knees to show reverence to the Lord, is that you begging?
No.
Of course, you are begging. Yes, that's me begging. You mean
You're begging for what?
You mean sorry? Come again. You need to who? The God.
The
or
God.
Yes,
in
you're
the
begging.
church.
Yeah.
You're asking for mercy.
Yeah.
You're asking for begging.
Yes.
Right, for
Yeah.
something that's very important to your life, right?
Of course, yes.
Well, it's the same thing. I don't want people to see it as a means of hey,
That's
I
the
am
only
poor,
person
give me money.
We only
Life
have
is
right
right.
to kneel for. Because
But
you
why
have to
should a
kneel.
lady take it as an offensive thing? Like, it's offensive. And this is a relationship of 5 years. 5 years relationship. Just ends because the guy did not get one knee on the floor.
I use the word
Ground.
begging, but not essentially like as if that's what it is, as if he's
Just
poor and the
remember something,
lady.
even though we already.
Okay, so what we want to do is, viewers, if you're seeing this, we just want you to go down the comment section and just tell us what your thoughts are and what you think about what has happened there. Is the guy right to not kneel down? You know? I really don't know. And if is it that offensive?
It's
in,
not
in the way the lady took it. Please get in the comment section and let us know your thoughts and engage with us.
It shouldn't be, as I said before, it shouldn't be a determining factor for if the guy loves you or not.
Really, you get started already? You didn't tell me.
Please get up, boss. We're on.
Jump on. It shouldn't be a determining factor, but it is for the girl. I honestly believe for all females, it is a huge part of the proposal. It is a huge part of the proposal. to get on your knees, look her in the eye, and say, "Will you be my wife?" Because you're asking a huge.
That's
question.
the part that I really agreed with
huge
you.
question.
Because
It's a huge question.
you made it so, like, you pointed it out and it was so amazing. Like, you're asking a girl to come along with you in this journey.
Mm-hmm.
That is almost like it's a journey for your entire life together.
It's a life thing.
And it's honoring enough. Like, you're honoring this lady enough to just ask her to do this with you, to take this bold step, this because it's a crazy step, that's sort of a big step for them to take. It's normal to go down on your knees,
Right.
But should that end a relationship?
It shouldn't end the relationship
In the way that it did. I think the girl came out to make a video, right?
Yeah,
we did. We are going to attach this video. Okay, we're going to attach it.
She made a response.
She made a because it became big. It had great views.
Talking about her, saying she did the wrong thing, but I still understand the girl.
I understand. Yeah, I understand the girl's part. Yeah.
It's just a small thing. Come on, man. We do a lot to please women. How much more?
Do you think they'll come together? They're going to settle this.
Of course.
Yeah. To reach to the point where you're proposing to a girl, your relationship has to be serious. It has to be at a certain point. This is no joke.
For me,
No joke.
you know why the girl came out to do the video again? Because she's feeling a bit guilty.
Yeah, guilty.
Because these days, man, it's like finding a husband these days is not easy, man.
Serious.
Yeah. So women are like, whenever a guy comes, like, wow, you're lucky. Why did you mess up? Come on, man. It's just kneeling on his knee. Why? So that's not enough for you to,
Exactly.
See, but we just saw this second video, and this is if we still want to go by the word Westerners, right? This is a Western kind of portrayal where the guy just gave the ring to the girl, and the girl never thought it was offensive. Never thought it was there was anything wrong with that.
Hold on.
Was that not okay enough?
No, it's two different.
Yeah, but that was not proposing. That was not proposing. You see, he didn't say, "Will you marry me?"
or anything.
He just took the ring and gave it to the lady.
But that in itself could be a proposal.
Even though he didn't ask.
Yeah.
So it's still
No, for
engagement.
me,
It's still engagement.
I'm with you. You should ask. This is something that you should ask.
Yeah.
You just don't put the ring on the girl's finger. You ask.
He
It's
probably did it. It was
No, hold on.
this blasters.
Exactly. I was just about to get to that.
Yeah.
This setting is.
But I think this
completely
girl needs
different.
to see that second video. That girl, they need to send that video to her.
No, but hold on.
That'll be interesting. I tell you, yeah.
No.
They need to.
The second video we
need to
watched
send to
is a completely different setting. The first video is just a guy, no spectacular thing, no fabulous fireworks and nice setting.
Did you see where they were? They were probably in Rome, right?
Regardless.
Because I saw the Colosseum.
Regardless.
We got it now.
When the
Yeah.
other girl, quote unquote, the Caucasians, they did fireworks and everything. This in itself may even overwhelm the girl with feelings. You understand? So she does not need to hear the question. So she will just accept based on the love I have for this guy already. We don't know what state the relationship was in. We don't know. But there's so many outside factors based on the setting. Now, with the other first video, with the black couple, clearly it was nothing extravagant. It was just simple. Him there, his friends filming. Obviously, if you're standing with your girl and you see your guys holding the camera, the girl will feel apprehensive. She will be like, hey, something is going on here.
Yeah.
So now she's like, okay, she's not overwhelmed. She's apprehensive. She's looking to see what's going to happen. So the least the guy could do, he didn't have fireworks, he didn't have champagne, he didn't have cakes.
Flowers.
He didn't have flowers.
He brought his friends around.
Exactly.
It's probably his
Hold
own
on.
way.
So the only thing he needed to do was get on his knees. Get on his knees.
Okay, I get your point. I would want to agree
It's
with
the
you.
least thing you could
But
do
it's
for
still
the girl.
relative. It's still relative. It's all about affordability. What I can afford and what that guy can afford, right?
True,
So
true.
we just saw the second video, which is the Caucasians or like the whites or like whichever we want to call it. Like we saw the guy with all these props and all this setup and everything was just shimmering
the
and
girl's
it looked
reaction.
nice.
But for me, I think,
was
man, come on,
overwhelmed.
it's nothing. Just go on your knees. People are making a video. At least make her happy for once.
Exactly.
It's nothing. Since you try to follow the Western style, so you have to go down on your knees.
You understand? Go down on your knees, man. I mean, he took too long to get the ring out, to be honest.
Now,
The
when we
guy
go
said
to
they
the
were already
traditional
good.
aspect, then I will tell you, I'm a typical Nigerian man, African man. That
And so you are going to demand
yes,
that.
you have to go on your knees to propose to me, not to me.
I mean, if that is your, I keep on saying, if that is your culture and that's what you grew up with, you stick to it. Simple,
Yeah.
you stick to it.
Malcolm, that's how.
As I said, in the Caribbean, there's a level of equality. There are times when the female will propose to the guy. There are times when
both of them
let's
know about this, because even if he gets on his knees and propose, does not mean that girl is going to have a wonderful
marriage ever after.
True.
You understand?
That's a whole other discussion. I would like
So
to have.
it's all about. I mean, the things that we think are meaningful in certain moments, right? Situations, and we think if he does this means that this is what is going to happen to me. It's some of the things that we get wrong. I want us to now bring it down into our own set, because we are in the diaspora and we are in China. I want us to now personalize it. If you meet a girl, that's all of us, and you meet a lady from a different culture, and she tells you this is what you should do for me, and your culture is totally opposite to that, what are you going to do? So, for example, this girl was demanding, if for instance, you are not a Nigerian, right? And you are from another culture, I don't know, maybe I'll get it on miss, so I'll miss that, so I'm not going to call any culture. And she said, that's what we do. But all you know is that you love this lady, and she's telling you to go down on her knees, and you know in your culture that's
where the word compromise comes in. If you love this woman and you know this is what the woman wants, you have to do things to please the woman. What is so hard to go down on your knees, even though it's apart from your culture? What's so hard to go on your knees for 5 seconds to ask for her in marriage and then get back up?
It depends on what you mean by what's so hard about that. You know,
I understand it's a concrete part of the culture. For example, for Nigerians, it's a concrete part that the female kneels and asks for hand in marriage, not the male. But if you're dating someone who is not in your culture, your mind should already be open to understand that there are going to be changes in what you see as customary. That's the bottom line. Even before you get to marriage, you're dating someone who's outside your culture, expect changes. Expect a different person. So you have to compromise. Comes back to my word.
Yeah, but I think it has to do with the particular person involved. No, even as a Nigerian or even as an African or Igbo man, whatever, some people still want to parade themselves with that pride of, I have to be the man, I have to live the way our culture says we should, and you know. But some people are like, it's just this going down on my knees for 5 seconds. Let me just do it.
Was it really arrogance on the boy's side, on the guy's side? Was it arrogance? Was he being arrogant, or he was just staying just staying true to what he believes and what he thinks is not going
Is
to.
the guy from Nigeria? Is the guy from a culture where we know that
We don't really know. I personally think they are Nigerians, right? I personally think they are Nigerians. But
okay, well, and the girl is Nigerian too.
I am for sure.
She sounds.
The girl is Nigerian, I'm sure.
So why doesn't
for the
she-
guy, I don't know about the guy because I didn't hear him talk.
As I said earlier, compromise. If you're a Nigerian and you know this is what they do in Nigeria, the girl should understand. And
So should it not be both sides?
But
at the same
back
time?
to your
Should it
question,
not be both sides compromising?
Exactly.
So you know that in my culture,
Exactly. Is that this is what we do. This is why what the guy said. I agree with him. Getting down on my knees shouldn't be the proving factor if I love you or not.
No.
He did say, I'm taking you to the
he said
church. I'm taking you to get married with me. And you're going to say that I don't love you? Exactly. It shouldn't be a determining factor, especially if the girl knows that this is how they do it in Nigeria. I agree with the fellow.
Yeah,
Guys,
back to what you said. Back to what you said. You said if we happen to meet a girl who came from another
Culture,
right.
You guys met
Bro,
here.
let me be honest with you. This is one of the reasons why